Okay, hi everybody. I know that there has been a lot of conversation about all the things the current administration is doing. There's also been some technical conversations about what's called an OMB memo, so I'm going to quickly run through what all of this means. So first and foremost, memos are just, think of them as official emails that go out to departments, agencies, you name it. Our government is made up of a lot of agencies and divisions and that kind of thing. And a memo went out from OMB, which is the Office of Management and Budget, that told all of these agencies that Congress literally put in law their funding for and the programs for, that they needed to pause all funding so that Trump and basically his cronies can decide which ones quote unquote match his agenda. I want to be clear, that is illegal. Congress controls the purse, and this is already in law. And what they're doing is they're basically trying to pretend that Trump is a dictator. And for those who, process isn't really their thing, a lot of this isn't really big for them, I need you to understand that this means that kids who depend on various programs to get their food are now potentially going to starve. People are going to lose their jobs because now payroll is not going to be able to be paid. Things like Medicaid portals have already gone offline. People cannot access them, which means that they can't pay for their doctor's visits, their prescriptions, their medical care. Things like suicide hotlines for veterans, things like Meals on Wheels that feed senior citizens. These are literally life-saving, life-maintaining programs, and millions of people with just the stroke of a pen in less than 24 hours are losing access to this. So people losing their jobs, people losing access to food, people losing access to their healthcare. This is a massive, massive crisis, both from a legal perspective and also from a human perspective. So what can you do about it? Unfortunately, it seems to me like so many on the national level are still in a daze. I'm a state representative. I'm not in Congress, two different kinds of representatives. But I today called my member of Congress and urged him to fight back on this, to communicate publicly about what this means. You need to be doing the same. You need to call your senators and tell them that they will need to fight every single one of Trump's nominees, delay everything, put a stop to everything, message out to people how serious this is. This is literally Trump trying to consolidate power and make himself and turn all of government into just his whim and fancy. That is not good. That is literally incredibly dangerous. But I really think that so many people right now in office are trying to figure out, quote unquote, where is the public, because of the results of the election, keep thinking that somehow there's a massive mandate out there, and there isn't. People did not vote for this. They did not vote to lose food. They did not vote to lose healthcare. I know a lot of people have been coming on here and saying that, oh, this is what people voted for. No, they didn't. There's a lot of people that don't know how these things work. And so I need you, over the next week, 2 weeks, however long it's going to take, call your members of Congress in particular, call any elected person and tell them to fight back against this beyond extreme agenda, against this sort of power grab that is going to leave so many people, by the way, potentially also homeless, because now they can't process their rent assistance, they can't process their rent payment. The crises that this is going to cause is just beyond imagination. This agenda is extreme, and elected officials need to fight it. That is the message. Call your elected officials literally right now.